Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over a premium medium question that I just solved on my own. So I'm super happy about this and I'm very glad that I was able to come up with my own solution to this question without any assistance. So let's go over it and let me show you how I did it. So this is question 2436 called minimum split into subarrays with GCD greater than 1. So they want you to find the minimum number of subarrays that you can divide or partition this nums array that you're given, this integer array, into such that they follow all of these rules. So, meaning that each element is only in one subarray, and the GCD of all the subarrays, or all the elements in the current subarray together, has to be strictly greater than 1. And try to split it into as few subarrays as possible doing that. Okay, so let's do exactly that. Let's create a pointer called I, and while it's less than length of nums, let's create a results array because that's going to hold all the individual pieces, and let's create an array called now. That's just going to hold the current nums, right? Okay, so we're just going to keep going, and as long as the next element satisfies this GCD criteria, meaning everything in the subarray, including that element, is greater than 1, then we can keep going. Otherwise, it wouldn't be valid, so we pop, and then we move I forward and keep trying, kind of like going through all the subarrays. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So for j in range, I plus 1, length of nums. So, cool. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to append nums of j, because now we're just going to check the whole thing, right? So flag is true at the beginning, but if we go through all, so let's call this start is now of 0, right? Because it has to have at least one element in it, right? And then we're going to, for example, if we want a GCD of this, then we're going to take this, and then we're going to loop from the rest of the elements, adding to see if there are still, the whole thing is still 1 in terms of the GCD, or bigger than 1 in terms of the GCD. So for k in range 1, length of now, so we're going to say start is going to be GCD of start and now of k, because we're basically including the GCD of the element by itself and the one to its right. And then if start at any point is less than or equal to 1, violating this condition, then we can set the flag to false and break. And at the end, if flag is still true, then we can say I is going to be at least j plus 1, because j is included. We're going to go to the next one. We're never going to explore that element j anymore, right? Otherwise, we're just going to pop from now and break, because subarrays have to be contiguous, right? If we find one violation, then we're done. Then we can move I forward and keep trying from that point, because that was the violating element of this GCD rule, right? Cool. So at the end, let's print now. And let's try that. So we might need to also increment I forward to prevent an infinite loop. Okay, you can see this is 2, this is 1, and this is supposed to be 2, so that's a bit weird. Max of I and j, at least starting from j. Okay, cool. So there we go. Because j plus 1 is not necessarily where we want to be. We haven't even validated, or we have validated j, but we still want to check that current element in the future. So that's how we're going to do it. And then we're going to append a copy of now, a snapshot of this. And at the end, we can just return result once we've passed through all the elements, at least with I or with j, right? So let's go ahead and run this. Okay, that's not correct. Let's return the size of result, how many pieces we have, the minimum amount, right? Okay, run this. Submit it. And there you go. Passes all test cases. So again, I'm super happy that I was able to come up with my own solution to this question without any help and solve it completely on my own. So that's it for this video, and thank you for watching.